everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Care Sandwich. I have a very special guest, Angie, a trial attorney, and she's going to come and join us on this digital stage in a couple of minutes. But first, a video.
Welcome to Care Sandwich, the podcast where we dive into the success journeys of law firm owners across the country. I'm Margarita Eberlein, your host and the founder of Marketing Boss, a fractional chief marketing officer firm for law firms. On this show, we'll explore the challenges, strategies, and victories that have shaped law firms and how they wrap every interaction with care. Because we believe that caring isn't just a value, it's a strategy for success. So grab your favorite sandwich, sit back, and let's dig into a conversation filled with insight, inspiration, and of course, a lot of care.
Welcome to the stage, Angie, our special guest for today, personal injury attorney, helping the injured recover from their accident and their injuries.
Yeah.
So tell us about yourself. What do you do? Where are you at?
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. So I'm up in Missoula, Montana. I am with this law firm, started here actually before I started law school, and then just really meshed well with my partner, Paul Ryan. And so he brought me in after law school, became partner, and now working on kind of transitioning. We'll be taking over the firm in a year and a half. And we primarily do personal injury, medical malpractice, and then criminal defense as well. And so we get a lot of that one-on-one client interaction that we absolutely love. I am a mom of two little boys. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Who I love so much. They take up a ton of my time. They keep me just running around constantly, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's amazing. So walk me through the combo of practice areas. Was that already from before, or is that something that you layered in different practice areas as you went along, or was it always that way at the firm?
It always was that way at the firm. So when I came primarily in on the personal injury, medical malpractice side to help Paul Ryan with those. And he was the attorney at that time kind of doing those, but also doing criminal defense as well. And I knew I wanted to dip my toes into criminal defense because with personal injury, medical malpractice, you're not in the courtroom a ton. We all know that it can take years before you're getting to litigation if that happens. And a lot of those cases end up settling because it ends up being, the best thing for your client. And so for me, I really wanted that challenge of staying in the courtroom and thinking on my feet, being able to make arguments, just off the cuff. And so I really enjoy that aspect of having both sides. I don't take as many criminal defense cases as I do personal injury, medical malpractice, but the cases that I usually do take criminal defense are kind of those bigger cases that we expect to go to trial. And so it's a really good way to kind of keep those skills sharpened.
And how do you get clients for your firm with such a diverse portfolio? How do people find you?
Yeah. So, a lot of different marketing here in, Montana. It's funny. We're kind of a little bit behind the times of what I see elsewhere. And so I talk about it with one of my partners all the time that when he started, he's like, I just took out the best page in Yellow Pages and would
go to the bar.
I
remember. Yeah.
And then he would go to the bar, buy a round of drinks for, everyone. Like people just really knew who he was. And this is, we're in a different time now, right? We're in the time of social media, billboards, commercials. So we do a lot of different marketing, but we really focus on our community and giving back to our community. And so we do a car seat giveaway every year. We do backpacks for kids going back to school just to help out parents because, we know times can be tough. And when you have several kids and trying to get all of their school supplies, it can really add up. So we really try to focus on our community. And that's where a lot of our, clients end up coming from and word of mouth. We thankfully have a really good reputation. We really care about our clients. And so we see that word of mouth being a really good way that we get clients too.
I love that. It warms my heart. And let me reassure you, marketing is not that complicated. Like, I think many times we overcomplicate it because we think about, how do I get more leads, right? But what you just described was timeless. Whether you're creating paintings in a cave painting, right? Like back in the day, or a law firm in modern times, the core is, how do people feel about you as a brand? And what sort of experience do you create? That's, to me, is the foundation. That's non-negotiable. And so many law firms will skip really dedicating time in their community because they're like, oh, I just want to be seen to get the leads, and yeah, that part is fun too, right? But I think sometimes that's a little bit backwards. So I love what you're doing, community focused. And let me ask you then, how do people know that they're the right client for you? What makes your law firm unique? Like, what do you all do differently? I mean, aside from the practice areas and the fact that you're involved in the community, right? What do you do different to really distinguish yourself as a brand and with your experience?
So I would say it starts when you walk in our door. We are like a little family. We say it all the time, which can always be a blessing and a curse when it comes to running a business, but we see the benefits of it. And we have really tried to foster that culture of being like a family. And so when clients come in, they feel that. Like, clients get our cell phone numbers. They know that they can reach out to us. When they come in, I want to know about them, not just what were your injuries,
I love that.
what have you seen? It's, who are you? Where are you from? What are your ties to Montana? And what's your story? Because that really helps us understand them so much more. And I have found that really helps you understand what their damages are. Because I mean, we see it a lot of times. We get guys who come in and they're like, well, I didn't feel like I was hurt really that bad. And they have a major injury, but they're a, rough, tough guy who's providing for their family. They don't want to go to the doctor. They don't want to spend time doing that. And so we kind of have to break down those layers, and you have to get comfortable with somebody and feel like you can talk to them before they're going to start opening up and telling you, this is actually what I went through, right? A lot of people just kind of have, well, I'm just coming to see a lawyer. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to handle this, rather than, okay, what's actually the deep root problem? So that family environment that we have, and actually caring about our clients. I mean, especially, I see the big difference on our criminal cases, and especially compared to what a lot of other lawyers do. We care so deeply about our clients, and we want to see clients get better, get treatment. And when we're talking about criminal defense, if this is somebody who is facing a DUI, why are they drinking? Why are they abusing substances? We actually focus on getting them in treatment right away. Even getting them assessed if they have a chemical dependency issue, and then what type of therapy they would need, whether that's just a course or it's inpatient therapy, outpatient therapy, because we don't want to see them back, and we want to help them succeed. And there are great programs now that we're seeing pop up in courts, like Veterans Court, which helps individuals who served then being able to go through that program. And it's a little bit more hand holding and accountability, so that they're not serving jail time, but they actually get rehabilitated. And we are such big supporters of that throughout our entire firm. There's another program that one of our attorneys is a part of, Road Court, and it really focuses on how do we get down to the root problem. And so that's where I see our firm being different, is we actually care about that. We care about our clients and seeing them succeed, not caring about what case is coming through the door, the next day.
Hey there, I hope you're enjoying the conversation and your sandwich as much as we are. I want to take a moment to share a few words about our sponsor, Marketing Boss. If you're a law firm owner looking to supercharge your growth, our team at Marketing Boss is here to help. We've got over a decade of experience and a proven track record, and we specialize in growing law firms like yours with data-driven marketing leadership. So if you own a law firm and you're ready to get a predictable, steady flow of cases from your marketing, let's connect at marketing-boss.com.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a tough question, because I work with so many beautiful souls that are law firm owners, that we've had conversations about the other side, like crim attorneys I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, I would love to, but I don't know how to do that without hurting my business. I would love to, but I don't know how to implement this desire I have to go further, right? Without getting distracted from my core business. Talk to them. how? Like how? Like this is like I can't believe what I'm hearing. Like how do you do it while
Yeah.
still scaling your business? Because that's the tricky part.
Mhm. Well, it's not always easy, but I see it as this added, benefit instead of as a distraction, right? So, and
Mm.
we've talked about it in our firm. Do we stop taking, DUI cases? Because when you sit with a family who has lost their loved one, their young daughter to somebody who's drinking and driving, it
Yeah.
really creates this like moral dilemma. And so that's where our approach on the criminal cases I think is so unique because we see on the personal injury side what it's like to sit with that family and go through that with them. So it makes us not just want to be punitive on
You
the
can't not.
yeah,
You
you
can't
want
not at that point.
engagement.
Oh my
Exactly. And
God.
so I also see it as when we're going through these, personal injury cases and there is a criminal case also going, we know what's going on. We can walk our clients through this is what's happening. This is why they're getting this plea deal. This is why it's not going to trial right now. We should wait until this happens before we file suit. So we know those advantages and we can walk our clients through that on both sides to have a better understanding. It's not always easy. And there are times that you have some conflict and that can be stressful. But anytime that I view it as a benefit because I am, stretching my brain and making it work in different ways and really making myself uncomfortable. Like I'm big on you have to constantly stay uncomfortable to grow, and adding something into your practice like that, that's the best way to just make yourself uncomfortable is add it in. Just know you're going to have a learning curve, but have people that you can rely on and ask questions to, and you can figure it out and you can add that on and be able to help more people and really touch their lives.
I love that. I'm so inspired. I have to take a minute. I was having a conversation recently with a mentor of mine, and with the best intentions, I was getting advice about some things that I was doing in my business that were counterproductive, but that I was like, but it's my dream. Like I want to cure marketing cancer was what I said. And he was like, yeah, but it's, it's a big, like you got to focus on scaling. And I'm like, I want my dream. Like
Mhm.
anyway, and what you're describing is you're trusting your vision and you're trusting that it's all going to work out. And you're trusting that like the growth still happens. And I love the way that you were able to identify how it pieces together. When I told you you can't not do it that way, I was having an aha moment about myself, by the way. I was like, yeah, like I can't not do it this way because I know that's the best way for my client.
Yeah,
So thank you for that. Just
of course.
needed to have that moment. But wow, like I'm so inspired by the way you're running your business, by what you're how can people get a hold of you if they're in the area and they want to refer you cases?
Mhm. Yeah. So our website, rmcattorneys.com. Our phone number is 406-542-2233. We have a 24/7 answering service. And then also social media, RMC Attorneys on Instagram. And then my personal is Attorney Angie. And I get lots of people that reach out, and that's where I love social media. I know it kind of gets a bad rap sometimes, but it's a great way to make connections. And I've met so many other attorneys, other law firm owners who, if I have questions, if they have questions, we reach out, we talk, and also being able to refer people to each other if you know somebody who was injured in their state or vice versa. And so that community is also really important to me. And if anyone ever has questions about, my practice, what I do, I'm always happy to chat about it.
That's amazing. And I think what you said also about social media, I'm going to point out that I've had conversations with other law firm owners where they feel like, oh, like I don't have time, right? And you're carving out time for community and it's benefiting your business.
Mhm.
And I think it's great. So if you're not on social media, follow her, or if you are on social media, excuse me, follow her and see what she's doing. She's doing great. Okay. I have one more question for you. Because I could talk to you forever. Like I'm still so blown away. I'm in my feelings right now about what you said. It's very impactful. What is your favorite sandwich? Because this is, after all, the Care Sandwich podcast.
Yes, probably a French dip. I love a good French dip sandwich. Yeah.
Are you French? You have French?
Actually, I am. Yeah. My
Oh,
grandma was born and raised in France. I've never been and I want to go, but yes, I actually do have some pretty good French ties. Yeah.
oh my gosh. Well, I went in college when I was on a shoestring budget and I had a blast. So I think you should go and take your kids. I want to go with my kids one day. But
Yes.
this has been great. Thank you so much for sharing your story, for sharing the way that you do business, the way that you take care of clients. Those of you that are tuning in, thank you so much for watching and for listening. We'll see you on the next episode of Care Sandwich.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Care Sandwich. Remember, the way we care for our clients, our teams, and ourselves can make all the difference in our success. Until next time, keep caring, keep growing, and I'll see you on the next episode of Care Sandwich.